Aloha friends, this is Brendan, and it's just a moment I'm taking to be able to document my thoughts as I reach the near conclusion of my experience this year once again at the Solstice Festival, the Solstice Om Reunion Festival. And so like right now I'm just kind of like sitting on the edge of the forest and the sun's out and it's beautiful, and I just want to be able to like in some way help document not just this experience, my own experience, and what I feel in this moment called to like reflect upon as we continue and get ready to like journey home, so that I can bring this home, this energy home of what these festival experiences are about. And so within the last portion of my time here, I've just been really focusing on, meeting people, using the power of the free hug sign and the shift buttons, which I have in my sweet elf satchel thing that I carry. Let me just rig that up. So some of the shift buttons right there. And so connecting with people, doing free hugs, giving out shift buttons in a place like this is so potent. Because again, like the intention behind Paradigm Shift Central is to continue to bring the magic and the energy of these festival experiences back out into culture, back so we can carry it as, this is a thing that I want to share with you, as heartists. Yes, as heartists of the heart. We are heartists is what we are, as we are shifters, as we are light guardians and Jedi. And so for me, again, like within this experience, the reason why I'm sharing my video like this is because a large portion of this festival is something that like, it's a different thing documenting the festival here in terms of just like respecting people's consent in terms of filming, and just like for me really wanting to, in juxtaposition to lucidity where I'm literally filming a full-length movie, like wanting to be able to just like be here present without having to feel the urge to like pick up my camera and film in a moment's notice. And that's always been like a big part of my reality as an archivist. And so for me, it's again, being here, it's important. I value the time in which I am just here to experience things, record things, document things with my heart. First and foremost, with my heart, as a heartist. And in extension, be able to document things with the camera, with the tool of this magic. Oh my God, the places this camera can take us. Believe me, I know it's beautiful. I understand like how beautiful, but at the same time, like, let me work my magic. There's plenty of ways to still be able to like share what is happening here. And again, one of them is by me like just like letting you know that what it is that we are carrying out from these festivals is practicing new ways of living and practicing new ways of perceiving reality, seeing through the very real psychedelic veil that exists within this reality, within this perception of the dream. And so a big part of the experiences that people have being here is like opening themselves up through many different modalities, such as dance, such as conversation, such as like sharing space, such as sitting around a circle with tea, such as like making art, and such as like connecting with any of like the sacred teachers, and just being able to like connect with community and show up in a place where people are encouraged and invited to express their authentic self. Because I feel within the shift in consciousness, as we continue to connect to our own authenticity, that is in turn like where the continuum of what happens is like greatly like amplified by. So this is a place where people get to practice discovering, practice exploring, practice connecting, practice seeing. And so for me, it's important because within a large portion of my experience of the festival, being here with my partner, Kat, which I value very much as the time we get to spend and deepen together, which is also, again, part of the reason why, like, for me, it's just like, yeah, I just want to be here with my girlfriend. I don't want to worry about filming stuff, because I've done that before, and I know it's like, it's a heavy thing to try and carry, like, the urge to feel like as if you have to document everything, but which we still are. Like, that's the point. We are documenting everything through our heart, through our direct experience. So like, check in with yourself. Are you present that you are documenting this right now? And I didn't even know if I was gonna make this video. I mean, I will now that it's already begun. And for me, like, again, like this type of video is practical for me because it's just like one shot take, recap, post-action report log, opposed to filming a bunch of things and spending like a month editing it together, which I'll still do with past year's footage, which is what I'm gonna do. I have like 3 years worth of footage here, plus some secret videos from this festival, which again, you know, is something that more people will see when the time is right. But yeah, again, like a big part of this story is literally like in sync with what lucidity is about, Journey to Lucidity, those stories, which is the ongoing narrative of like this global team of Jedi, of badass heartists, of badass individuals who are called and answering the call to help change the world. And the Light Guardian is exactly like what that is like. And again, you know, I'll say this again because it keeps coming up, but the light, from my understanding, simply, at least what I choose to perceive it as, for me, it makes sense when it's like the light is like the circle around the yin yang. And so the Light Guardian is the Grey Jedi. The Grey Jedi is the Heartist, is the shifter. And so the sun shining, let me just show you a bit. So again, you know, beautiful field, beautiful sun that will be setting, and then just stuff behind from the festival. And it's really cool because, yeah, again, you're inside the festival, like you're in the forest and you're camping and it's connecting with the elements. All the elements are present here at this festival experience. So just let me just reflect on like what else I want to share, like whether this video is gonna be like a 7-minute video or just like a 20-minute video. Think, Brendan, like what else do you want to say in this moment, keeping in sync with this being a one-shot video? Just like reflecting on like all the kind of little crystals and little gems of ideas that have like arose, that have been like mined in like a good way, data mining this from this weekend within ourselves, where we pull forth like ideas of just the importance of like connecting with our ancestors, connecting with like our parents, connecting with our family, and like being able to focus on like how the relationship with our own family is a relationship that will in turn like reflect our relationship with the world. So just gratitude for family, gratitude for community, gratitude to like the family that is us, but again also like immediate family. It was nice to just kind of like be sitting here at the festival at some points and just be like, like I can't wait to get to like go home and like, you know, just like say hi to my parents and talk to my dog and stuff like that. So yeah, but again, you know, like being able to document this here, it's important, and I'm gonna be here again in more years, and I'll have other ways of like exploring how to document this. And it's great to see other people documenting this through photos, and again through me just, you know, there's 1,000,001 different ways to tell a story, which is beautiful, which is the role of the heartist, to explore those 1,000,001 ways to create stories. I know I got this like sweet like kind of like facial thing going on, facial hair thing going on. It's like, is it a mustache yet? I don't know, whatever. It's cool. It's nice to see like what happens to me when I'm like in just like the natural element of things. So but yeah, just remembering not only like how to breathe, but just like when to breathe. Like before, during, after, all times. One thing that's kind of important to reflect upon is just the idea that every time we breathe, we literally like pull energy in through our head, up the top of the head. So if we're breathing properly, we're pulling in energy better. If we're not breathing properly, we're not pulling energy as well as we could be. But yeah, you know, again, just kind of like stepping back, like so much of this festival experience is that like divine remembrance of the idea of the dreamlike nature of this reality, and what that means, what that ripples out into, this idea of like us being immediate co-creators of it. Oh, sun is just like so beautiful right now. It's so beautiful. Yeah. Again, though, being here and doing the free hugs and giving out the shift buttons and connecting with people, and talking to people, and noticing what my role can be if I choose to, noticing that like within the people that I meet, it's an opportunity for me to like facilitate a concept and a narrative that in many ways can spark excitement and inspiration. The narrative of the Jedi, the narrative of like, again, you know, awakening within the dream that many of us are just intuitively connecting to. But it's beautiful. Like, just as an example, a guy who I recently ran into doing free hugs, he said, and you know, just using him in a general sense for a reflection of anyone, that he was just like, you know, like, I don't want to go home and be alone again. And for some people, that's the story, right? They'll come to a festival like this and they'll go home, and it will take, you know, it'll be unfamiliar in terms of like integrating what they've experienced here. And for some people it can be so foreign. The love here, the capacity of just like everything that a person can experience in a single like 3-day period, or, you know, some people are here for a week at this festival. And so to be able to say to him, you know, I'm just like, oh, I have a gift for you. And I'm like, here, like, you can choose a button, and through this there's a website, and through this there's a community. And through this, like, you can connect, and you can continue to connect with people in community and work on things together and build things together. And he's like, oh, dude, that's cool. Like, you know, I'm a musician. I make music. I got stuff on SoundCloud. And I'm like, dude, awesome. I'd love to be able to share your stuff and like help curate it. And so like, and get him involved with like, you know, the music team, and him and anybody else who wants to be involved, and even helping him out with like creating the Paradigm Shift community where he is, which is actually like where there already is a Paradigm Shift community on paper and stuff, like on the Facebook page, Paradigm Shift Mississauga. And knowing that not just through my narrative, but through all of our narratives in which we invite people to see a bigger story, and to have a way in which we continue to tell it, we continue to weave it. And so for me, you know, it's a big thing for me to like reflect on like creating this next dimension of what Paradigm Shift is becoming. And to come here to this festival experience and now to be able to jump back in and play with it, it's very exciting. So I mean, again, you know, just sharing this just as a quest journal, just as a raw quest journal. This is like something where it's just like easy to upload, no time editing, but it gets something out there for us, for you guys. Because believe me, like, oh my god, I got footage from previous years. I'm gonna find a magical way to like help represent what happens here at this festival. It's still in my mission. But yeah, there's just like, opposed to me just sitting here, there's so much more to this festival. There's so much more, you know. So just being able, and for me this is valuable, because like, again, like, Kat went home like earlier today, so it's only been within the last like half day that I've been able to just like walk around, do free hugs kind of in my own like time and everything. And I've had time by myself throughout the weekend, but again, just kind of like literally just kind of like, oh, like, okay, I'm leaving by sunset tonight, but I got some time now to just like connect with Brendan, connect with like, you know, what I need to connect with, which in many cases, again, is like this opportunity to connect with you guys as well. You guys, you girls, you people, everyone, us, whoever sees this message. If you hear this message, let this be a call, like, let this be a beacon, you know, to gather all the other light guardians. And that is like such a badass story that we are living. And my job is to help like curate that badassness, and to help like, again, you know, like with the other people who have like, that's what I'm doing here, that's what I want to do, like, you know, within sharing what I want. I could talk forever on this camera. What I want to be able to do, like, in the time that I have left here, even just, you know, part of my reason for not filming for like 5 hours straight on just this camera lens, is because I want to just keep going around and just meeting more of the people here. Like, that is like part of my mission, you know. And the free hugs and the buttons, the shift buttons, are a big way, our tool, our system, are a way I play the game in which it helps me do this, and the way any of us can do this. But just to be able to connect with people here and talk to them and listen to them and have conversation with them, hang out with them. And just like, sometimes I'll meet a person and I'll talk with them for, you know, just like a brief moment, and then other times like I'll be talking to people much longer and sharing and creating it and building this experience and building this team, because I feel like that's the important thing. That's what we need. We need that personal connection where we know each other. We know of each other. We know of our skills and our gifts and our talents, and we know how to, we practice being able to work together and to support each other. And so it's cool because, again, you know, a bunch of people here, I'm like, yeah, you know, like, awesome meeting you. Here's a shift button. You can connect through this badass project game that we got going on through the website. And they're just like, yeah, you know, like, awesome, I'll check it out. And so that is why part of my mission here within my time still here is literally just to like go around and just meet more people here and just connect with more people here and to give out as many shift buttons as I can potentially while I'm still here. And I've already given out quite a bunch. Like, that's the thing, like, when I'm not on camera, I'm very much like still like me being me, which is, you know, like dressed up right now. Like, it's basically, this is like my Jedi gear and stuff with my light crystal, my beautiful light crystal that I have there, and there's also yeah, some other stuff within my gear that I'm not necessarily wearing now, and my lightsaber and stuff, and just the buttons and everything. And yeah, just going around and talking to people, and like had some good conversations around the fireplace last night. And again, it was nice for me to just be in that space without having to film. That's important, you know, like this juxtaposition from like here to lucidity is so different, right? Because lucidity, I'm just like, let's make an entire movie in like 3 days. And here it's just like, let's focus on spending just time away from the camera and relaxing. It's still attempting in some way to bring some of that magic forward in some form of the camera. If I didn't do anything, I would feel, I know I would feel like, you know, just call it regret, call it what you want, but just like, yeah. So again, like me doing this is because I want to do this. And part of the motivation for me wanting to do this was also the idea that if I didn't do this, I would feel like, oh, I wish I did it, or I feel bad because I didn't do anything, or something, right? So this is, you know, this is important. And again, you know, just even if I'm the only one who listens to this, just at some point to go back and just like, you know, just tapping into the psychedelic moment of this experience, of this moment. Because it is there. It is always there. And so being the bridge, being the carriers, being the cups. This is like another idea. Like all of us are cups. All you use the Y-O-U, the word you. It looks like a U. It looks like a cup. What are we? We are cups. What's inside the cup? Water. What's inside of us? The soul. Call it what you will. And so part of what we do is like we come here, and like there's also the idea that the cup that we are, we empty our cup before we come here, and we come and we fill ourselves up here. And now the mission is for any of us, for especially those of us who hear this message and are people who have experienced this festival or any other festival, you know, is to continue to like bring what we have filled our cup with and continue to pour it back into our community, into others within our day-to-day lives, into our actions, through our actions, simple things that make big difference through our, you know, through our heart, through our art, again. And so that's a big mission. That's really important. So yeah, it's interesting just to think about that. Be that cup that can like continue to pour by filling it up in a beautiful place like this. So beautiful sun just behind the clouds. Every moment is just so beautifully psychedelic in its own way. And again, psychedelic as in like seeing the godness in that moment. There's a grid in the sky, by the way, just so you know. It's a very sacred geometrical grid. So I think I'm about ready to just kind of, at this point, wrap up this video because I have to go pack my stuff to make sure that I'm ready before sunset, before we head out of here. But again, it's been a beautiful journey, and it's so far from being just, the word over doesn't even actually like in any way describe it. It is just constantly beginning. Wow, those clouds are beautiful. Let me just kind of fill those clouds for a second, because they're so dynamic. You can see like there's like different variations of things going on in the sky here. And so, not just something that was like realized through this weekend, but again, like this reality is very cloud-like. I think clouds are a great way of understanding this reality, when we understand that like this reality is very much like a giant cloud, and then things spiral and they crystallize into what we perceive as this physical form. Just wrapping your head around that, I feel, is a very powerful idea. It's beautiful. This is very beautiful right now, just wow. And then again, I experience this beauty in this moment so I can continue to be nurtured by it. Do that which nurtures your spirit and bring it back. So this is me in some way bringing back part of the experience here, which is so much more than just what's on the camera, but my words can attempt to articulate this great fate in which we come into this place where we can truly celebrate as the sun shines within our face and on our face. Have no disgrace, because you're in the right place with the right grace. All you gotta do is just follow that path of the mystery through the trees and the forest to the sound of that one beat, the heart just beating with the rhythm as we come and we gather around these fires and tell stories that take us higher as the embers burn through this place into the place which we truly remember, all of which we are, all of which we can be, all of which we truly see through the trees, through you and me, the you that is the cup that fills it up with love, light love, liquid love, and all that it is that just pours into you with each and every breath. So remind yourself that you are truly an extension of this beautiful fractalated matrix. The reality is, the magic is in every reality, is in every moment. And continue to carry it with you. Continue to just aspire to inspire. That is the mission. Find the others, build the tribe, create community, create paradigm shift communities, create media, create documentation, share your story, level up your character within the dream. So for me, again, being here is a way for me to practice being like my activated avatar self of Brendan, which is, again, like basically just like Great Jedi Brendan with a little bit of mystery still there. And so I invite you to explore what it means to be your activated avatar self. That is the game. To step into that, to level up into that through refinement, through crystallization, through forgiveness, through love, and understanding that like the traumas that we carry from our past are with us now to potentially be healed in this lifetime. So be understanding of that too, the fractured divine in which we are in many ways, and the healing. I feel that in many ways, like Babylon culture, this festival, amalgamated consciousness, whatever you think of it as, darkness is attracted to like this place of Babylon, yet through there is where it also experiences healing. So let us go into Babylon and let us work as the healers, the artists, and help heal the heart of Babylon from within. That is what I feel called to do, and I share my story, so I invite others to hear that call within themselves as well, because it's not just my call, it's like a call, an important call, as shifters, as artists within the dream. Okay, my butt is getting sore because I've been sitting down for a while, so I'm going to end this video. I'm going to stand up, I'm going to go take care of some chores, and I'm probably going to come back here and just, again, spend some time with my friends, but the documentation goes far beyond this. And it is what we are creating together through our shared experience, through what we are doing as a team of shifters through Paradigm Shift Central, and through community, and through our individual stories, and through our own growth and self-exploration, and it's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. It's kind of funny, I don't know if you can see it, but the sky right there, does it look like it? Oh, it does. Wow, it looks like a mushroom there. Well, the clouds speak for themselves, reminding you of the mushroom in the sky, so it's very psychedelic in that moment. Awesome, guys. It's another look at the clouds, the sky, breathe it in, the beauty in every moment. Awesome. One more breath. One more for good luck. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Let me just download my entire experience that I had this weekend, like, into your consciousness. So it's just like, everything is recorded. We're all leveling up together. Much love. Okay. Until next time, guys, keep it shifty, as always. I will see you in the future, which is, wait, isn't that the past? Time is a circle, what? Okay. I love you guys. Peace and wholeness. Until next time, keep it shifty. Okay, so I'm not the best at the one take thing, but I just gotta, maybe I didn't say it enough, but I was just standing up and just reminded of it. I just really want to, like, emphasize how many beautiful people are here, and, like, that aspect of the gathering. Just how many, like, everyone here in some way or another, you know, they bring a beautiful energy, as we all do within our cultures and everything, but this is just like an explosion of people who are here to help change the world. And that is why we're here. That is why we celebrate. That is why through celebration we embody, we connect, we integrate, and we ground, and we root ourselves, and then we keep doing what we need to do. So shout out to everyone here. Shout out to all the other light guardians, the shifters, the heartists, everyone here within the dream. So dreamers, becoming better dreamers within the dream. So okay. Much love.